Another day, another story. Hello and welcome to this introduction to Python. Python is a popular programming language that's used in a wide range of applications, from web development to data analysis and machine learning. In this tutorial, we'll cover some of the basics of Python programming, including variables, data types, control structures, and functions. By the end of this tutorial, you should have a good understanding of how to write simple programs in Python. To get started, let's talk about variables. Variables are used to store values in Python, such as numbers, strings, and lists. To create a variable in Python, you simply give it a name and assign a value to it using the equals sign, equals. Here's an example. Makefile copy code. X equals 5. In this case, we've created a variable called x and assigned it the value 5. We can then use this variable in our code to perform operations or manipulate its value. Next, let's talk about data types. Python supports a variety of data types, including integers, floating point numbers, strings, and Boolean values. You can use these data types to represent different types of information in your programs. Here are some examples. Makefile copy code. X equals 5 hash integer y equals 3.14 hash floating point number name equals Alice hash string is underscore true equals true hash Boolean value. Python also supports a variety of control structures, such as if statements and loops. These structures allow you to control the flow of your program based on certain conditions. Here's an example of an if statement. Python copy code. X equals 5 if x greater than 10, print x is greater than 10, else, print x is less than or equal to 10. In this case, we're using an if statement to check if the value of x is greater than 10. If it is, we print a message saying that x is greater than 10. Otherwise, we print a message saying that x is less than or equal to 10. Finally, let's talk about functions. Functions are reusable blocks of code that perform a specific task. They're useful for organizing your code and making it easier to read and maintain. Here's an example of a function that adds two numbers together. Python copy code. Def add underscore numbers x, y, return x plus y result equals add underscore numbers 5, 7, print result. In this case, we've defined a function called add underscore numbers that takes two parameters, x and y, and returns their sum. We then call this function with the values 5 and 7 and store the result in a variable called result. Finally, we print the value of the result, which should be 12. That's it for this introduction to Python. We covered some Python programming basics, including variables, data types, control structures, and functions. If you're interested in learning more, there are plenty of resources available online, including tutorials, documentation, and community forums. Thanks for watching!